Go.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kyle Not Kyle show. I'm Kyle.
I'm not Kyle.
We're having all sorts of
so
fun here.
glad I'm not Kyle.
So we're starting in the AFC East. We're going to start with the...
We're not starting with...
We're continuing.
This is the AFC East
AFC East.
preview.
We are going to start with the 6-time Super Bowl champion, defending champion, New England Patriots. They finished 11-5 in the regular season. They had a big loss this offseason, though. The first ballot Hall of Famer tight end retired after sacrificing his body for the last time.
Hold on. I'm still not convinced he's retired.
Yeah, you and everyone else. He's just resting. We'll get back in December.
10, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm back.
I've had a year and a half to heal.
The biggest need for them is definitely wide receiver position. But I don't think there is a wide receiver worth taking in the first round, in my opinion.
Well, we're talking about needs.
Yeah.
We're not talking about what we think they're going to.
No, I know.
They've needed a deep threat forever, but
Yeah.
they've won.
We've won how many
Super
without
Bowls
him?
without a deep threat. And in the one Super Bowl lost, they had a deep threat.
Yeah.
He just got knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
And then I think they're going to have to look at the tight end position.
Yeah.
Something. I don't believe, I'm just going to go out and say this, if Edelman is your number one guy, I don't think they're going to rely on the running game a lot more.
Which, hey, I'm fine with considering what Sony did for us last year.
Yeah, but you do realize once they know, now that Hawkins, this used to happen to Sproles.
Mm-hmm.
When it's third down, I'm not concerned about Michelle lining up without that fullback. Yeah. Not in the slightest. Yeah. I don't even know if he can get past the offensive line because it never had to happen.
Yeah.
Because he had that
destroyer
bowling ball guy.
Wonderful fullback, James Devlin.
But if you have it, you have it. And Belichick's been able to reinvent that offense.
Oh, yeah.
4 times now.
For me, they need to look at defensive line.
Since they lost that giant ogre guy.
They got the first rounder from last year to come right in and take over for him.
Who took over for him?
It's going to be Isaiah Wynn.
No. I know that. Okay, so Brown wasn't a starter this last year?
He wasn't. Most people didn't think he was going to be.
Was he the year before?
No, it was Solder the year before.
Okay. So he was Solder's replacement.
Yeah, he was Solder's replacement. We drafted Wynn in the first round last year with our...
and he hurt himself in preseason.
In preseason. So it was okay. They got Brown. I honestly think if they'd been able to re-sign Brown, Wynn would have kind of been an afterthought. But with him gone, I do think it's going to be Isaiah Wynn there. So offensive line is not as much of a need. They will need to take a versatile guy who can play guard and tackle just because that depth is hurting. But for me, they lost Malcolm Brown up the middle, who was decent in the middle. Danny Shelton is still a free agent. He was up and down last year in the middle. They did lose Trey Flowers, but they did get, I completely forgot about this, Michael Bennett. So that kind of takes care of the Trey Flowers thing. They need to help in the interior, though, to help against the run.
Bennett is an interior.
Yeah, but he's more of a pass guy. They need a guy that can help stop the run. They need a Vince Wilfork. See my mock draft for who I think they're going to take.
Well, okay. So the interior. Not saying you should never get an interior guy. Who runs in that division? I know the Jets just got Le'Veon Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is a run team? Buffalo had McCoy. They don't even have him anymore.
Yeah.
Miami. I don't even know who's on Miami. The running back of Miami. I know it's the guy who replaced Jay Ajayi a couple years ago, but
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, but they're not tearing it up.
Yeah.
Nobody ran on them really in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. I think D-line's a bigger need for them than offensive line, but that's just me.
Oh no, I'm not going to dispute that at all.
So moving on, we're going to go to the Dolphins.
Quarterback, O-line, D-line.
Who I have to laugh.
Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator.
I have to laugh.
Janitor.
I have to laugh.
A guy to blow up
the only thing.
They need help.
They do.
They need all kinds of help.
So here's a funny thing.
and they still were second in that.
So the Patriots won the Super Bowl, but they didn't. If they beat Miami the second time, they would have gotten the first seed.
If they had to beat Detroit.
Ended up not
they had to
mattering.
beat Jacksonville.
I know, but it ended up not mattering because they won the Super Bowl. So all the Miami Miracle did is knocked the Dolphins out of the top 10 in the draft.
Every Patriots fan was having a mild stroke when they didn't have home field advantage. Are you kidding me? You were one of them.
I know.
It didn't matter.
It doesn't. In the end, it didn't matter.
There's only so many partial strokes you can have before you have a full-on stroke.
Hey, okay. If anyone was having a stroke during the AFC Championship, I'm pretty sure it was that guy sitting next to us that was the Chiefs fan that was very obviously drunk out of his mind. That was fun. No, I think that they that's literally all it did was they lost a top 10 pick because of that.
And they beat they beat New England.
Yeah, they beat New England.
Nobody plays for a draft pick.
No, I know, but they cost themselves 3 positions.
Yeah, but can you imagine if that ever got out that was anybody's plan in a highly competitive sport? They'd probably be lynched.
Oh, yeah.
Beaten, flogged, in the town square and those things like
Tarred
this.
and feathered.
Tarred and feathered. Oh, my God.
Drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
Yeah, offensive line, defensive line, quarterback, safety, corner, linebacker,
well,
defensive
of all the
line,
teams,
guard, tackle, center, running back, fullback.
Of all the teams in this, they need a quarterback. I think they are literally the only team that needs a quarterback. I was going, are they in the mix for Rosen? Are they going to jump in for Rosen?
Yeah.
They got to do something. Fitzpatrick, let's say Fitzpatrick has the same season he has last year. They go 8-8.
Mm-hmm.
How many 8-8 seasons can you have?
Only
Marvin Lewis can pull off an 8-8 season for
for 13, 14 years.
Yeah, I don't think the guy from New England.
8-8's better than what they did last year. By one game.
They were still second place.
So
now the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills.
Offensive line.
Offensive line. I have offensive line and defensive line.
Defensive line, really?
Yes.
Okay. I know. I have them at offensive line. Then they're going to need to replace McCoy.
Yeah.
And I think a tight end, a good tight end would help.
Yes. And
then I think they need defensive backs.
Yeah. Yeah, because their best corner left and then helped beat them, Stephon Gilmore. Gilly Lock.
That was a long time ago.
No, we've had him for 2 years.
Gilmore?
Yeah, we've only had Gilmore for 2 years.
I thought you got him in Atlanta.
No. No.
Okay.
No, we got him the very next year. After that,
they need to keep Allen alive.
The Jets.
O-line, D-line.
O-line, D-line for the Jets.
Well, you just with the Jets just picked up a bunch of guys on their defense.
Yeah.
And they picked up Le'Veon Bell.
Yes.
So you're going, okay, Le'Veon Bell is used to a well above average line in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then Darnold, this is his second year. And if you're able to relieve some pressure on him, because him and Allen, I really don't know what they can do because they were just.
Oh yeah,
and Rosen, it was the same thing, but Rosen had a hurt offensive line.
Yeah,
they didn't have hurt offensive line.
No, but Darnold looked like, give me a line so I actually have time to make these throws and I'll be fine.
Yes, that's kind of what I got.
Yeah.
Same thing
that
with
was
Allen,
my
but Allen wanted to run.
Darnold.
I got 3 seconds and I got to go 40 yards.
Yeah, no, I liked Darnold coming out of college. I thought he was going to be a good. I thought he was a good pick for the draft for the Jets.
Where the Jets pick?
The Jets have the 4th pick.
Do you see them getting a lot of offensive lineman at 4?
No, I think they're going to take. If he is there, I think they're taking Quinnen Williams.
Their defense, if that's the case, their defense would be formidable.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree.
They got that stud linebacker from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Which that Baltimore, I mean, we're going to be doing a next segment on them, but that's the team. They lost a lot of defensive guys.
Yeah.
I know they got Earl Thomas, which is phenomenal, but it's like, okay, he's going to take Weddle, Suggs. What's that linebacker's name that they
Mosley. C.J. Mosley. Yeah.
Really?
You
Earl
lost all
Thomas
three
is
of
3 of those guys? I'm going, I don't know
Yeah.
what you're smoking, but no, that is
Yeah.
not the case.
And that's why I think Quinnen Williams is a good pick there because he immediately helps that interior line where Mosley and Suggs were. That's who I
He's
think.
not going. You said 4. He'd go to the Jets.
Yeah.
Baltimore's the team that lost everybody and got Tom.
Oh, I'm getting my teams confused here, Rob. Dang it. All right.
This is why I'm not Kyle.
Hey, my memory sucks. Get over it. So that is the AFC East, and we'll be back with AFC North in just a minute. We'll see ya.